good? It's the LetterLBeats with the LetterLBeats.com, and we are bringing you hashtag dawlife, episode 3, from myself, the LetterLBeats, and the homie KD20 Mil. A very special guest on the show today for this episode, man. I got my man JFilt from howtomakeverysickbeats.com. You can catch him on IG at Verysickbeats. This man has 7.3 followers on Instagram and pushing up on 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. Please welcome to the show, JFilt. Appreciate you coming through, homie.
Hey, man. Appreciate you having me, man. Pleasure is all mine.
Hey, man, appreciate you bringing those lo-fi vibes, man. So we're going to get into a couple things this episode, man. We got a few things to get to. We definitely want to get to know your story, where you're from, how you got into music, kind of your sampling ear. And then you're going to break down some stuff for us, do a couple things on the SP?
Sure.
All right, man. Well, first of all, so I found out doing my research, you're from Cleveland?
Yes.
Yeah, man, I'm from Columbus, Ohio,
yes.
man. So, you know.
Homie.
Yeah. One thing I love about Georgia, man, like, this is a winter day in Georgia. It's like 50 degrees outside, you know what I'm saying?
That's nothing to us.
You missing the lakefront snow?
No, I do not. I do not miss snow at all, to be honest with you. I don't miss shoveling. I don't miss none of that filth.
How long you been in the A?
About 13 years.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been here for a minute.
When'd you start making beats?
Man, I'd probably say back in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been at it for a minute, man. I mean, it just started out as a hobby, man, just something I love to do. I do this forever, man, for free.
Okay.
You know,
so I want to ask you a bunch more questions, but here's what everybody's going to want to know. How the hell you get 39,000 subscribers on YouTube?
You know what, man? It's still shocking to me. Mm-hmm. It all comes from the need and the desire to help people, man. And it kind of happened by accident, to be honest with you. I mean, I was just like, my very first videos, it was just me just showing what I could do. And then I would say maybe 3 or 4 videos in, I was actually showing how I did something, not just me doing something, but how I did it.
Yeah.
And I noticed that got more views. So then I was like, okay, let me just keep doing this. And then it just kept growing and growing. And then I was getting asked questions. Mm-hmm. And from me answering people's questions through the videos, I think that's how it grew. And I just kept being consistent at it. So that's all I really did, man. I just kept pushing and being consistent with it. And
what I love about this story is, like, everybody wants that quick fix, right? Like, how do I get my IG followers up? How do I get my YouTube followers up? Like, you know, the great ones always say, I know Illmind has said this, like, you know, don't go looking for the end goal, like, create a solution for a problem.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so it sounds like that's definitely what you did. How old is your YouTube channel? I
started that back in 2009.
Okay.
Actually, it was like around December of 2009. So I've been at it for a minute. This is like something, I didn't just start doing this. Right. You know, this is years for me. So I don't, you know, it's just like you said, it's nothing you have to expect overnight. And for some people, that is their story for whatever reason, you know. But for me, I had to grind, and I'm still grinding, you know. So,
what I want to ask you, with that 39,000, is that a legitimate source of income for you on YouTube?
Well, I do this full time, so I'm a musician, so that is a significant amount of my income.
Can you talk about your streams of income?
Okay, so my main source of income is I'm a musician. A lot of people don't know I'm an actual keyboardist. So I play in bands, I play at a church.
So you gigging, you at a church?
I gig, yeah. Okay. So I've been doing that for years. So, and then I also create sound packs.
Mm-hmm. Talk about that.
Okay, so sound packs are, for those that don't know, are basically libraries of sounds that producers can use to make beats with, basically. So there's a lot of sound kits out, and basically what we do is we design those kits and we just manufacture them so that beat makers can make their own beats with them. Mm-hmm, you know, so that's basically what it is in a nutshell. Okay,
and so I want to get a pack where I get it at.
You go to howtomakeverysickbeats.com.
Definitely. So make sure you mark that down. Howtomakeverysickbeats.com. You got any specials coming up?
I do. Black Friday is coming up, so I will definitely have a nice sale, and I also have a new kit coming out called Very Sick Rhodes Volume 2. It's going to be all Fender Rhodes samples.
Okay.
So great for lo-fi, great for R&B, great for like any of that urban hip-hop genre style, whatever.
Okay. So you're gigging, you got the church stuff, you're putting out the sound packs, you got the website, you got the YouTube page. Do you have any placements?
I do have a placement. It's one placement actually, and I'm proud of it. It's actually from an artist over in Paris, France. Her name is Ladybird.
Hell yeah.
And I'm very proud of that. And she's a house artist too.
Oh,
so
hell yeah.
you know, I got a track with her, and but that's pretty much. I've done a lot of local stuff, but nothing major. But I've done a lot of local stuff.
When was that record released?
Let me see. Earlier this month, actually.
Oh, okay,
or last month.
So it's early.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Have you had a chance? Is it performing? You know.
I haven't seen any results yet because it's it's very, very spanking new.
So one thing I want to talk about, because people are putting having a major placement up on this pedestal. I got to be honest with you. I've been in Atlanta for almost 2 years now. I know some people that have places with the hottest artists in the game, and they are calling me for opportunities, looking for money, right? And I'm looking at your situation. You say, hey, I got one placement, it's over in Paris, but you got 39,000 YouTube subscribers, and you are able to get paid as a musician, right? Do placements matter?
No, and that's why I always talk about having multiple streams of income. You know, because you don't have to search and look for placements. You can create. All you have to do is be creative. You know, there's tons of ways. You have to think about this. People have issues and they need solutions. If you can create a solution to a problem, people will come to you, no matter what it is. And I've grown from that concept right there. And so, like with my ebooks, that's another thing that I sell.
Yeah, talk about the ebooks. Yeah.
So my ebooks came out of a problem that I was having. I wanted to know how could I play chords on 16 pads. This is before all the new stuff that's out now, because you have Machine, they have chord and scale and all that stuff. But before all that, I'm an old school dude. I still have the MPC 2000 XL.
Oh, man.
So that doesn't have all that
stuff. It sounds great, but it's hard to use.
It's not. Just watch my channel.
All right, go to his channel and you learn how to get your 2000 XL on.
So anyway, I wanted to know how could I use that with this machine and other older machines like that. So I looked for it on the internet. I couldn't find it. You know how you have guitar books and piano books that teach you how to do the chords and the scales. I was looking for that for a drum machine. I couldn't find it. So I had to create it. So I just created it, and then boom, it just started taking off.
And now you got a stream of income. So we gonna take a break real quick because I gotta pay some homage. We gonna get into your set in just a little minute, but dawlife, man, the LetterLBeats.com. I am teaming up with iStandard on December 8th at their Beat Camp 2018 at SAE in Atlanta. I'm doing a panel discussion on leveling the field in hip hop, where we discuss the universal rules that have always kind of managed the game and how those are changing with the new era that we're experiencing. So make sure you tune into that. I'm going to be live with Beat Monster Mark, Young Land, Trail Got Wings, Drawzilla, and Willpower. As always, Sizz and Hatch in the building, man. So appreciate y'all joining me. December 8th, Beat Camp, ATL, iStandard. Let's go. So back with the homie JFilt from Verysickbeats.com. Excuse me, how to make Verysickbeats.com. On Instagram and Twitter is Verysickbeats. So can you give us a little preview of what you're going to show us here in a minute on your SP, and just talk about the SP in and of itself? It's like its own culture piece on Instagram.
It is. Well, for me, the SP is just one of my favorite drum machine samplers. It's very easy to use. It's not a whole lot to it. I mean, a lot of people think it is kind of difficult for those that don't know what it does, but I mean, it has a lot of people love to use it for performance reasons. So what you can do is you can put your own beats and load them into here and then just start performing live, or you could just make beats on it itself. And so what I'm going to do is demonstrate me, I guess, making a beat, and I'm going to use some of the sounds from my upcoming sample pack called Very Sick Roads 2 once again.
So real quick, last question before you get started. Why is this SP404 now in 2018, I guess, kind of the iconic piece for lo-fi? What happened?
Man,
and why is lo-fi making a comeback?
I really don't know the answer to that. I mean, it's just something that, for me, I think is a result of the cycle of life. To me, I mean, if you want to kind of get deep with it, I mean, I'm not really trying to get deep, but
get deep.
You know how a lot of nowadays people are sampling stuff from the 90s, but before that, people were sampling 70s, right?
Yep, I remember that.
And then, so it's kind of like older music is coming back. Even though you have these new machines, people want to go back to the old machines as well because of the sound that it comes out.
Yeah. Because we are at the HQ of Live Hip Hop Daily, man.
The HQ.
The HQ, the spot. Like, if you don't know, like, everybody's coming through here, man. Like, we're thinking about making this the new home for dawlife, man. So we appreciate the homie Mike Sick. We appreciate the homies at Savage Fan Productions, the A3C family, everybody for kind of having us, man. The space is dope. So you can get in tune with that. But you were talking about the sound that comes out of these machines, and like I remember that experience. Same snare, in Reason, does not sound the same coming out of that MPC 2000 XL. There's just something about it, man.
Right.
So, all right, man, we're gonna let you get into it and do your thing, man. I'm excited to hear it.
All right, now this is unplanned, totally unplanned, so we just gonna go for it. Sorry, you guys, we won't be able to hear this, so I'm signing off for the IG cast.
Oh, that's right, the IG won't be able to hear this, yeah, because
this will be kind of like,
yeah, it's gonna be episode 3.
It's gonna be on the episode, so y'all will be able to
it's
check it out.
#dawlife episode 3 on YouTube, youtube.com/LetterLBeats, TheLetterL Beats. Same thing for my audience. I forgot, so we're doing things a little different.
All right, y'all.
We'll get with y'all in a minute. Make sure you check out the episode next week, man. Holla at you in a second.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna show you the real power of this thing. I can put effects on all these pads and manipulate them however I want to.
JFilt. How to make Verysickbeats.com. Verysickbeats on Twitter and IG. Hey, listen, bro, how you feeling? Mike Sick? You know what I'm saying? I'll leave it up to you. Alright, I ain't mad at that. I'll cut that part out, but one of these days, I'm going to get you up here, but that's cool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Listen, man, this has been dawlife, episode 3. We here live at the HQ, Live Hip Hop Daily, one of the coolest clubhouses in the city of Atlanta. Got the homie JFilt. Thank you for joining us, fam.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.